Hello and welcome back to SF Giants Recap. In today's live stream, we're going to go over the Giants game from today. We got a win. Let's go. And then we'll go over the week and what has happened. And the Giants didn't have a great week. Obviously wanted a better week. Obviously, when it comes to this road trip, we weren't really playing any really tough teams like the Phillies, the Reds, the Marlins, and yet we still struggled. And so we'll go over those problems in today's live stream. And so make sure to subscribe and like if you do end up enjoying. And so we're going to go over today's game first and then start on next Monday. And so today's game, it looked like a way better game today. Jacob Junius, he was on fire, doing really good today. And he looked like he had it going the whole game, and then he just let up a home run. But other than that, he was looking really good. Donovan Walton with the grand slam today. He has been one of the more beneficial players lately. I was really surprised. I didn't really have much expectations for him, and he has proven me wrong. He got a three-run double yesterday and then a grand slam today. Really impressive what he's done. And then Kirk Selly, he bounced back from a rough night a couple days ago, striking out 5 times, and today he went 2 for 3. And so a lot of good things in today's game. We will go over the struggles, and some the struggles were we were striking out in a lot of crucial situations. We left a lot of guys on base, 19, and a lot of them bases loaded. He could not manage to do that. That was just the one bad thing. And early in the game, we had guys on first and third, couldn't get them in, and so just crucial manufacturing runs. We could have won this game 8-1, 7-1, and it would have been way more comfortable, especially when we have Tyler Rogers on the mound. And so if we could have gotten a lot more insurance runs, we would have done way better. And so that is just the biggest thing I feel like right now is the bullpen. It's super weak. And then the crucial clutch hitting that we had last year, it's not here this year. And so we really got to start to manufacture runs. I don't care if it's a sac fly or if it's a ground ball to the right side. If you can get them in, that does your job and you're good. And so just a couple things like that. Austin Slater, he came back today. He struck out twice, got a hit them. He got RBI as well. And so his swing will be crucial when it comes to left-handed pitching. And if we can get him in there in those spots to hopefully drive in some runs, because he's got a good swing and a lot of potential with the amount of power he has. And so he came back today. Wilmer Flores, I feel like Flores has been one of the more consistent, better players in this roster and has been in the lineup a lot ever since Longoria and Bell got hurt. He's been consistently there and has looked pretty good. And so hopefully Wilmer Flores can keep that up and keep playing in a lot of these games. Jacob Junius, he went 6 innings, 8 strikeouts, walked 2, and allowed 1 run on 2 hits. So Jacob Junius, he has been proving himself that he should be in this rotation. And when Discofani comes back, you might put him in the bullpen because he could be really good, and we need another strong bullpen arm. But then you could also run with the 6-man rotation and kind of just stretch their arms out, because then they'll have an extra day to go. And you also never know when there's another injury in the starting rotation. So to have him step up like he has been really good. And then Dom Leon came in. He allowed nothing. Tyler Rogers, I felt like it was a good move by Cap. We have a 4-run lead. Put Tyler Rogers in, get his confidence back up, because yesterday it was not it, and he really struggled. And it wasn't even that they were hitting it. He hit a guy, he walked a guy, he balked and gave up a sac fly. So just something that he could have really changed yesterday, and he came in today and he allowed a couple hits, but it wasn't too bad, just weak contact that found a hole. And then Tyro Estrada, he's looked really good in the field. Luis Gonzalez, what is he doing on some of those fly balls? He's a great hitter. He is super athletic, but some of the fly balls, he's running in and it's 20 feet over his head. Like, those ones are difficult to read. But when you're in the major leagues, you've got to read those better, and maybe even keep it from a double to be a single. And just something to look at is Luis Gonzalez defense. And then Camilo Duvall, he came in, allowed a hit, but other than that, he got out of it. So a pretty clean game today. For the player of the game, in my opinion, I would give it to, kind of split it between Donovan Walton and Jacob Junius. Jacob Junius was amazing on the mound. 6 innings, 8 strikeouts. Like, that's really, really impressive. But Donovan Walton, the grand slam, if he wouldn't have hit that, who would have known? We might have lost this game, and kind of changed the trajectory of this road trip. And so I think that those two combined really won us the game and looked really good. And so we're going to now go over the week. And so let me switch over to the week. And so we had a pretty rough week, in my opinion, way worse than we should have, but we still got a couple wins. And so on Monday, the Giants, they played the Phillies. They got the win in extra innings thanks to Kirk Sally with the go-ahead home run. It was a pretty clean game. It was Logan Webb on the mound. He allowed the home runs to Castellanos and Hoskins, but then Flores got the 2-run homer tie up, and then Longoria, he went yards to make it 3-2. But then the ninth, Webb argued to go back out there, and he did, and he allowed a home run to tie up the game. So into extras, and Kirk Sally got the home run to give us the 2-run lead, and in the 10th, they allowed 1 run, but that was it. So that game was one of the funner games of the year, especially considering it was a come-from-behind win. Flores with the big bat, Kirk Sally coming through and picking up Bart, and so really clean win there. And so now let's go on to Tuesday when we played the Phillies again, and we won in extra innings yet again. And so on Tuesday, we won 7-4, another close game. Wilmer Flores, he got the clutch hit again, getting the Giants to start a rally, but then couldn't do anything. In drive in 2 runs to give the Giants the lead, and then we in the 10th, Jock Peterson got the single to give us the lead, but the Phillies, they bounced back after the ball hit the bag. But then Donovan Walton with the double to give us the lead in the 11th, and we held it there. And Jock Peterson also homered to also give us some more insurance runs. So this game was also another fun game, another one that you could argue for the better games of the Giants here. And this was kind of what I've been expecting the Giants to be like in these types of situations, to start coming through, getting some clutch hits, and we did that this game. And so we'll go on to June 1st when we lost to the Phillies. This honestly wasn't a bad loss, just 2 2-run homers by Jarlin Garcia. He's been dealing all year and just allows the 2 homers. And then Carlos Rodon did start this game. He did pretty solid, only allowing the 2 runs. And Jason Vossler, he has been on fire this past week, and he's kind of proved himself that he should be in the majors. And if he keeps performing like that, make him in every day, or at least a utility guy. And so he has been really crucial in the wins. Wilmer Flores, again, he's been having a lot of power driving the ball. But Jarlin Garcia, he allowed the 2 2-run homers, and that was the game, the 6-5 game. And this wasn't an ugly loss at all, but one that we probably could have won. And if Jarlin would have been like he usually is, then this would have been an easy win for the Giants, and that would have been a crucial kind of getting us on the right track for the rest of the road trip. And it just didn't turn out to be. And so this was kind of a clean loss, though, if we are to compare it to yesterday's, where we literally lost on like a hit by pitch, a balk, and a walk. So this was one of the better ones. Then we came out to Miami for the 4-game series on June 2nd. And this one, we had no bats. We got 3 hits. One of the hits was a little dribbler to the pitcher or to second base, and we got a hit. So this game was really ugly. Just nothing we could do offensively. Really, really struggled. It wasn't even bad by the pitching. If we would have scored a couple runs, I guarantee we would have won this game. I feel bad for Alex Wood, because if we go to the box score, he is pretty solid this game. He went 5 1/3 innings, allowed the 2 runs. One of them was like on cumulative all, 5 strikeouts. If you pitch like that, you should probably win. And so, and Sam Long came in and he did really well in relief, getting the 2 innings. So just something to look at is that game, another one that we probably could have came out on top, but we didn't just because the bats. Sandy Alcantara is a great pitcher, went 7 innings, 8 strikeouts, but the bullpen, we got to the bullpen and we still didn't do anything. We struck out 3 times, didn't get any hits against them, and so just the offense has really been inconsistent. Sometimes it'll score 10 runs, sometimes it'll score 0, and so this is one of those games where really could have put up a fight and done better, but the next game, 15 runs, and we won 15-6 in a great win by the Giants. We did really well here. Flores, 3 hits leading off. That's what you want your leadoff batter to do with 2 walks. And so he practically went 5 for 5. Yastrzemski with the 5 RBIs, the 3-run homer that really set the tone for the rest of the game. Brandon Crawford with the grand slam, Tyro Estrada with the home run, and Jason Vossler. So this game is like, if we could redo this game, I mean, keep this like this how we do the season, we win a lot of games. And this just comes to show that even for to win a game, you just need a couple guys to be having a great game. Well, a lot of people had a great game this game, and that's why we crushed the Marlins 15-6. Donovan Walton pitched, allowed 3 runs, but it saved the bullpen another arm, and it was a 4-game series. So I really thought we were gonna come out again and have the offense rolling, but that was not the case. We lost 5-4 on a pathetic balk by Tyler Rogers. We really should have won this game because Donovan Walton got the 3-run double. We left a lot of guys on base. Logan Webb was dealing in the first 4 innings, and then in the 5th, he just kind of fell apart. Kind of got unlucky on a couple of the hits, but he did do pretty solid. I thought he looked good. If he can just keep it going into like the 6th or finish off the 5th, then that'd be that much better. But hey, the bullpen, it did pretty good. Besides Rogers, Duvall, and McGee came out for clean innings, but Rogers, he came out for 1 clean inning, and then we put them back in the game. That was on Kapler, 100%. That loss, I credit to Kapler. Why would you bring Rogers back into the game when we have other arms in the bullpen? With Dom Leone or all those, like, I don't know why. And also, why did we bring in Brebbia earlier? Brebbia is dominant, has been all year, and bring him in the 5th inning instead of having him come in later in the game where we could have used him in the 9th or something. Just something to think about with how Kapler managed the bullpen that game. Really should have gone the other way. Really should have had this win. But, hey, it's 1 loss. Hopefully it doesn't come back to bite us, and we can start getting on another hot streak to start to gain some ground on the Padres and eventually the Dodgers. So hopefully the Dodgers will lose, but right now they are winning. This game, I felt like, was one of our worst losses of the year. Just the management, the hitting, everything. There's no clutch hitting in this game. Don Walton got the 3-run double and nothing else. Like, we really struggled, and I felt like we've been striking out a lot more than last year, and last year we won a lot of games because we didn't strike out much. So if we can limit the strikeouts, it'll be huge. And so we'll go back to today's game. The injuries, they've really hurt us lately. Just a lot of, like, Brandon Belt, Lamont Wade Jr., Austin Slater just barely came back. Yastrzemski had COVID. Leone, like, everyone has gotten hurt, it's felt like. So hopefully when those people come back from their injuries, we can start getting on a roll again and start going, because we need the captain, Brandon Belt, to start getting this team some morale. And so, yeah, this win was pretty sweet. Jacob Junius came out with clutch, and Donovan Walton. So if you like this live stream, make sure to subscribe and like, and I will see you next time for a new SF Giants recap video.